Welcome back to Squee-El's gaming channel, everyone, for part 3 of my little mini-series here in Hogwarts Legacy, and we are officially getting into the dark magic here with our first forbidden curse, Crucio. We're in the process of learning it through a tomb that these little hooligans got us into here with Salazar Slytherin, and we're trapped in this corridor,
What do we
kind
do
of
now?
forced to cast this
Ominous is
curse in
not going to
order
cast the
to
Cruciatus
get out
curse
of here,
again.
and these other guys
Ridiculous!
are
As if
starting to
dying in
have
here is a
regrets.
better option than casting a damned spell.
So my plan for this video is to pretty much cover
It's
some
up
of these
to us.
curses and
I can
continue
teach you
the main
Crucio,
story because I'm on the
or I can
second
cast it
trial, and
on
we're going
you.
to complete these
You didn't
curse
say you
quests,
knew
try
how to
some
cast Crucio.
curses,
Because I'm not sure I do.
um,
Ominous knows that, yet he's left us
complete
no
some
choice.
more of the main
I
story,
don't need
and
to
I
follow in
also
Notch
have
and
a
Gaunt's
new mount
footsteps.
now, one
I
new
think I
beast to
can
show
cast
off.
it
So
if I
that's
have
the
to.
plan for today's video. Yeah, this option is important. You're choosing if you want to learn the curse or not. You can go back later if you choose not to learn the curse and learn it at a later date. You just talk to him wherever he's wandering around in Hogwarts. But you can look it up, but there is a way to learn the curse. But I definitely want to learn the curse here. I'll cast it on him. I want to learn the curse, but you cast it on me, and then he doesn't want to learn the curse. So I want to learn the curse, and I'm going to use it on him.
I want to learn the curse,
Because I'm
and
a
I think
horrible
it's
person.
best if I cast it on you.
Very well, if that's what you want. To perform the spell, raise your wand, point it at me, and firmly declare Crucio. Hold on as long as you can.
So there we go, learned a new spell and our first forbidden curse.
Ready?
Here we go, this is probably going to be miserable for the guy.
Are you all right?
That pain. I would. Anything to make it stop. But I'll survive. Let's keep moving. We made it. We found Salazar Slytherin's
Got myself a
scriptorium.
new scarf.
I can't believe we're here.
This is a little Slytherin den. So,
Sebastian,
extra little bit of added
Ominous.
lore, I suppose.
There's a book just here.
Let's see what's up
You
here.
found something.
You two go ahead.
A
Let
bunch
me
of
know once you
collectibles,
wander
something for
around
me to
here.
drink.
May I have a look?
Just drink whatever I randomly find back here in this sketchy little place. Alright, let's give the book to
What do you
Sebastian
think?
here. Skip through some of their dialogue.
It's
He
breathtaking.
held up pretty well for having that curse placed on him. Can't cast it on, because there's no
I don't
target
want to
right
leave,
now.
but I owe you.
Well, I have to test it
Both
out
of you.
officially myself on
Without both
something.
of you, we'd never have
The one I
made it
really
this
want to
far.
get is Expelliarmus or whatever,
Could
the
have
awesome
died.
green
We
beam that
must
is like
swear
instant
never
death.
to do this again.
Hopefully that's the next curse you learn, because you get 2 fairly early in this little side quest line, and then the third one I think you don't get till towards the end. So I might just start off with 2 curses in this video, and we'll get the third one probably in the final video.
I see
But
a
let's
way
see
out.
what's behind this door
Best news
now.
I've heard all day.
Don't have too much of a rant today, fortunately, so we're pretty much just getting right going with the gameplay. But do make sure, as always, guys, you like the video and subscribe to the channel. As always, that helps me out. Let me know in the comments if you're going to be going down the path of a dark wizard and using some of these forbidden curses, or if you're going to try to take a more righteous path.
Please,
And I guess you'd have to skip out on this quest line here with Sebastian if
We
you chose
swear,
that path.
right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood.
Want to thank you
truly
guys for
sorry
watching
about
these
your old
videos.
Thomas.
As always, you're the whole reason I'm able to keep doing these, and we've
I
been getting some
suppose
really
after
good
all
game
this,
content
I am
lately.
grateful for
With
what
even
happened
more
to her.
games coming on the way. 2023 is
Thank
going to
you.
be a pretty big year for gaming all around. So, in one of my future videos, I'll have a little bit more of an update here of what we're going to be looking like in the summer as we get through our next and last wave of like kind of the spring games here in late March, early April. So we're done with that quest line now, or just that quest in particular. So now I have the curse. And we're kind of down in like the Slytherin part of the castle, the lower area where the dungeons are. So now I have to wait for him to contact me again by owl, and I'll have another Shadow of quest, and then I believe I'll be able to get the second curse, and we'll get started on that. But right now we're going to go check out this trial, Mr. Charles Rockwood, or whatever his name is. I've already kind of got it slightly started. We're going over here to meet Professor Fig and try to prepare myself for this trial so we can impress these older wizard guys who also have some of the same abilities that my character does. But now that I've got a new mount, you summon him the same way you do with the broom. There's still a third kind there, which I got to get, so hopefully that'll be in the last video. But summon my boy here out of my bag, and now I've got a hippogriff. He can kind of run around, but of course he's mainly meant to fly, so... And he has the same controls as like the broom, so, but much more majestic, more awesome, so I'll probably be using him to fly around. He's not too hard to control, so... But you land, and then once you land him, you also dismount, and it calls him back into the bag. There you go. He's a cool little addition. I'll definitely be using him a lot more. But now let's see what Professor Fig's got going on for us here.
What's going on here?
For our
Professor
little
Rookwood was right.
main story mission
the
here,
place is
the
crawling
second
with
trial.
Victor Rookwood's lot and Ranrock's loyalists. They're working together, all right, but it is not a friendly alliance. I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a way in other than the front gate. Let's go.
Ranrock wants us to find the child. Which child?
We could take every child we find to Ranrock. Eventually, we may get the right one.
Cool. Sounds like a lot of work. Perhaps we just tell him we looked. Well, if he asks.
It does sound easier.
Just trying to see if I could sneak around these guys. There we go. Mission successful. At least for that part. Doesn't look like there's anyone up here, so that's fortunate. Uh-oh.
You can't stop Ranrock's rebellion!
Oh, he just like automatically saw me. So I snuck past those guys for nothing, because now they're probably gonna join in. Whoops, wrong spell. Alright, I can try this curse on a guy now. Wow, the guy gave him like a mercy kill. That guy was like being tortured. Now I'm interested, I don't think it's going to reflect in the story quest, but I'm interested to see if I cast any of the forbidden curses out in the environment. If any of the NPCs frown upon it or whatever. So let's see, I place this here, and then I gotta get it levitating. So... how should I go about this? I guess I'll go ahead and take the levitation one, put it right here. I do end up using Levioso quite a lot. And once that evens itself out, hopefully I can jump up on it. There we go. Ta-da!
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the country...
I wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach at that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
Got our villain dynamic here. Understand the relationship between these two guys now. That guy's kind of a boss, that little gnome.
We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said
Let's
that
just
you'd
stalk here.
understand more once you complete the next trial.
Let's get into that castle.
Any special word you want me to pass on to your mum?
Expulsion! Death from above!
A lamb to the slaughter. Stop that how delightful. So close. Is that the best you try to make it too?
I shall avenge your death. You don't think you can defeat me, do you?
Levioso!
Won't get away with that.
Levioso!
Don't survive this, my young friend.
Don't make me curse you, buddy. Oh, he's just over here on the edge. Just the torture curse on everybody. I think he might be the last one left. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and finish you off, buddy. Yeah, that's a fun little move. I'm excited to get the next curse. So now I need to get up there.
I suppose that's the quick way down. Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead
So
of
now
us.
we're in the cellar,
Let's see where
so
they
we're
lead.
working our way to the trial, which if it's anything like the first one, I'll have like a mini little boss fight for me with some knights or something.
This must be it. The store of magic
Oh,
and
that's
the source
interesting.
of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever
may
it
or
is,
may not
we
be
need to
located
find
here,
it
he
before
says.
they do. Where is that portrait?
I
It's a
heard
good
something.
question,
I
sir.
was hoping that was you.
Oh, the painting wants to talk? Oh yeah, it's the guy we're doing the trial for.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No. Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be.
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
Just tell me where I need to go.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock and my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
I would join you if I could.
Alright, so we're officially doing our trial now. Let's see what we got in store here.
Repairing. Lumos. Wingardium Leviosa.
I need to reposition that pillar to climb out of here. Perhaps the archway is the answer.
Wingardium Leviosa.
I'll need to move it.
Wingardium Leviosa.
said, with like these knighted guys, they don't really feel pain, but I guess they still do get a little bit of damage from the curse, so that's cool. So that's only the first room, I'd imagine, because the first trial, it only had one room, but there were several back-to-back fights, so I'm guessing this is a multi-room experience. Interesting. My slots are full.
I need to proceed to
So
the
I need
left
to
here, but how?
tend to my gear. Oh, I think I see here. So we do that. Go through here. That thing was probably going to try to fight me. To the left, he said. Oh yeah, I don't see a problem. There we go. Other than trippiness.
Readjusts the archways. Perhaps there's a way forward from the other side of this one.
There we go. Not so hard. Once you kind of see what they got going on there. Hopefully that's not something that I might be missing out on that. I don't know if he'll be coming back to that room, but oh well. Eager to get this trial done and move on to our next curse here. It's kind of a creepy little room there. Got some potions, so this might be the big fight. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, we got a big old arena. I'm assuming I'll have to use the door like I did previously to be able to see all the targets. Yeah, because I can't see these guys. our big boss guy. Alright, so that's the boss, and
What a
that is
relief.
pretty much this trial. Got a little chaotic there, but let's wrap up this quest, and so we can make our way to the next Forbidden Curse quest, which should be unlocking shortly here. I might have to do a tiny time skip, but it shouldn't be too bad. Now there's a little reward back here I almost missed. My gear slots are full, so I really need to tend to my gear here, so I'm not missing out on too much loot going forward as the stuff starts to get better. So what you tend to do here, it's like this with every trial. You look back on the memories of these characters and sort of how they're affiliated with the story. It's kind of important stuff, but since I haven't been giving you guys too many of those details, I'm going to go ahead and skip this little flashback. It's covering the guy, yeah, that guy right there that gave us the trial.
Isadore's travels.
So now after this, we completed his trial. He's the second guy, so we should be starting to work with our third little painting wizard here soon. Adding someone to our little council in the map chamber down there. You saw the other guy, the older guy. So there's two of them currently, and then he's not really a heavier guy, but so now we're gonna head back to the map chamber. We viewed his memories. Probably slightly important details there, but I allowed myself to miss out on them too. So we'll all be a little confused. But as you can see, so there's actually 4 paintings there. So we got 2 of them. That's the 2 of them right there. And
You're
then after
back.
we talk to him
In
here and
one
complete
piece,
this
no
quest,
less.
we should hopefully start talking to a third. And then there'll still be a 4th one to
It is
reveal at
good
some
to
point.
see
Maybe
you
in the
again.
future. I'm not sure if we'll see that one in
Professor
any of my
Rookwood
videos or not.
told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We
So our
trust
third
your
little trial
judgment,
master here is
Professor
a former
Fitzgerald.
headmistress.
You
That's
should
pretty
know better than
interesting.
anyone how to manage
So
the
now our quest line is
inconvenience
going to be
of,
gearing up and
well,
preparing to do her
A
little trial at the end of
vainglorious
it.
and
And then Act
exasperating
4 should
headmaster?
be the final person and
Indeed, I
hopefully going
should.
after those
I shall
villains and
confirm that everything is in
tying up the
order
game
immediately.
story. It's a pretty decent length, honestly. Like, just the story alone,
of
not even
course.
counting the exploration and the side
Professor
quests.
Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well.
I was a little too excited to skip out of that one, but alright, so that's that. And this is the map chamber, by the way. I think I mentioned in the previous video, it's one of the hidden rooms in Hogwarts. Much like your room of requirement, there's also this room. I just didn't fast travel here when I mentioned it in the previous video, but this is it. There's a little flamey thing somewhere there. So now that we're done with that, I'm going to talk up to Professor Fig here and wrap up this quest. Now moving on, I'm working on the Imperio Forbidden Curse now, which basically can make enemies temporarily become my allies. So I was hoping to get the Avada Kedavra curse next. I think I called it the Expelliarmus curse earlier, but that's actually the disarm one. But yeah, Avada Kedavra is the spell I really want, but I've got Imperio now. So we're helping little tragic boy out here. I'm probably going to turn some spiders on their friends. There we go, he's turned. As you can see, he's kind of over there fighting his homies, shooting acid at him. Looks like someone's behind us. I also have this spell, turn enemies into inanimate objects, and I have this spell, a new little kind of blast spell. So just a little showcase of some of the spells I've gotten. They don't like burning, apparently. Turn that guy again. Oh, there's a big boy. This is intense. Oh, that little spider homie's actually really helping out. Right as I turn on him, blast him in the back.
For a moment there,
Alright,
I thought
so
it'd never end.
that's some new gameplay of the new curse I got. So we have 2 of the 3 forbidden curses now. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up this little quest,
Dead
and then
end.
definitely going to
Lovely.
be another
All
little
that for
time
nothing.
jump.
Hold on.
And
Don't give up yet.
be hopefully grabbing the 3rd quest. So we got to
Ready.
find the relic here, which is that. Or it's a picture of it, I
Sebastian,
should say.
the relic! Look,
That's the relic, yep.
could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you
So basically
suppose is
studying
meant
these
by
forbidden curses
the
because
dark
this kid,
sacrifice required to
to
realize
sum it
the
up, he's
relic's
kind of desperate to
potential?
save his dying
I have
sister,
no
and
idea.
there's no really
But we're here
other
for the relic.
any options, so they're pursuing these relics to try and
The
find
note
the
advises
answer,
to leave the relic
which is
alone.
taking them down
I
the
assure
path of
you,
the
we
dark
were meant to
arts.
find this. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it.
Yeah, see, there you
Let's
go,
get to
he's dropping his
Feldcroft.
sister. It's for Anne's sake.
I must keep this relic secret.
Alright, so we got the relic
Especially
now,
from
we
my
cleared this
uncle.
little tomb. Now we gotta leave the catacombs. Looks like we've got our friend
that-
here.
Ominous.
It's kind of weird that he's
Ominous.
here. Their third
Sounds
homie,
we
the
kept
blind
hearing.
Slytherin
It's
guy.
you.
You gave me no choice.
There is
I had to
another,
find
a third secret area to
Sebastian,
Hogwarts.
please,
It's kind of
leave
like
the
a little
relic alone.
hidden storage
Did you
room
find
that
another way to
the
help
2 of
me?
them found and let me in
I'm
on.
sorry,
There's
Ominous,
nothing really
but I'm
special about
taking
that
it.
room other than
No,
only
you're
us,
not.
we know
If
about
you
it.
won't put it back, then I
And they
will.
kind of meet up there and
Hold
have
on,
their
both
little
of you.
secret meetings.
Sebastian, please.
These
Take a
characters are
step
very
back.
at odds about
Fine.
using the dark magic.
But
This
Ominous
guy's obviously
knows
experiencing
I won't
restraint.
step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
Uh-oh, they're gonna fight? Oh boy. So I gotta persuade him myself now, I guess, to avoid
How
the
much
fight.
did you hear?
Everything.
So he heard everything, let's skip it. And I'm definitely gonna side with Sebastian, because I'm going down the path of the dark arts. So I tell this guy to go screw himself.
I hope I don't
And
regret
looks
this.
like he doesn't want to fight after all. We talked him
Sebastian,
down.
we're ready.
So, This
is
time
it?
around we
I
had
haven't
some of
changed
these
my mind.
majestic skeleton
Ominous
doors now,
house.
as opposed to before
Let's
there
go.
was like the doors with like the
Ominous?
kind of tormented
I'll explain on the
souls.
way. Come on.
So now we're leaving the catacombs, and that's pretty much the end of
Well,
this quest.
what happened back there?
Wrap it up, and
Ominous
then
and
we'll
I
move
found
on
a
to the next one
compromise.
here. So we leave the cave and try to return to the village over here, and it's not looking like it's in very good shape.
Feldcroft's in
See
trouble.
if,
They're under attack.
They
Let's
probably
hurry.
want this relic we got. Like, I really like how everything's all snowy now. This is pretty cool. We're here, peoples. Curse one of your homies to help us. Looks like it's an actual little battle here. Villagers between these guys. Looks like the barriers won't even protect them from the forbidden curses, so that's good. Looks like my little minion will even teleport around, which is pretty cool. Alright, so we saved the village and his sister. We're trying to, at least. He used a forbidden curse in front of his sister. She's probably not gonna like that. Oh yeah, brutal. He used the curse to make the guy kill himself. Yeah, that's exactly why it's a forbidden curse, stuff like that.
What have you done?
Yeah, he saw it too.
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt.
Yeah, so here's
Your
where the
father would
world
be
starts to
ashamed.
push back against
You've
using
gone
dark
too far,
magic like that.
Sebastian. Stay away
Gone
from her.
too far, buddy.
From all of us.
Like my little capey I
What
got
did my
now.
uncle expect
Looking
me
a
to
little
do?
goofy, but
The Imperius curse saved
constantly
Anne's
getting new
life.
gear here.
That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to
I'm
do.
just gonna be the
If I
devil
have
in
to
his
keep
ear over
proving that to
here.
my uncle, I
But alright, I think that's about it for this quest now. As always, I can kind of repair some stuff, I guess, if I want. Got some basic animals here. So now that we've saved the village, I guess we're gonna go talk to his dad here, maybe try to tell him his son did the right thing.
What was he thinking?
Yes, he saved his sister.
Why, Sebastian?
Alright, now that quest is officially done. On to the third one. So we're continuing our little journey into the Forbidden Curses here with Avada Kedavra. Our buddy Sebastian has been meddling with dark arts again, and his friend was worried about him, so he asked us to reach out. We show up at one of the old tombs we already messed around at, and yeah, there's all these little zombie guys now.
Isn't this incredible?
And here's Sebastian at the center of it all. Seems like he's got a little undead army, so twist.
Sebastian,
I told you, the relic is the answer. I've been trying to reverse the dark magic that injured Anne, but this will allow me to control it.
It's all about
Just
these
as I can
dark
control the
relics too
Inferi.
that they're using.
control. I had to fight the Inferi all the way.
Oh boy, looks like we're gonna have some conflict.
What have the two
Yeah, he's
of
gonna
you
try to
done?
stop him.
Accio relic.
The relic! You'll pay for this!
But without the relic, you probably can't stop the zombies. This is a little dark wizard questline. I have a feeling something bad's gonna happen. We got boss battle unexpectedly.
That relic is going to save Anne!
Just slamming him. Just cast a forbidden curse on him. I love just throwing like random items at people. Oh boy. Oh, my little homie just got him pretty good. That's hard. Haha, I win thanks to my lightning bolt. Now you're gonna pay. You're standing in between me and my final curse. The spell that I want the most in this game.
I won't let her suffer!
Get him, Sebastian.
Avada Kedavra!
Ah, yep, there it is. He just used the forbidden curse on him. The killing curse, specifically. Oh, twist. His sister saw it, the person he was trying to save. Just witnessed him do murder. Oh, she's gonna come in and clean up all these zombies and everything he summoned to. So the whole quest line with the forbidden curses in this game is kind of with this tragic family based around this Slytherin boy who ultimately just wants to save his sister, but gets too comfortable with the dark arts. Meanwhile, I'm over here just learning the spells low-key. Becoming the real monster. It's like, well, I got what I need, guys.
You've made your choice.
Oh, Anne. What have you done? I must get out of here.
Actually, technically, I said I have what I need, but that's not even true. He hasn't taught me the curse yet, buddy.
Leave.
You gotta teach me that curse. I don't know all three. I'm going to add that one to my loadout. It's probably one of my primary spells.
Sebastian, wait!
Yes, this is the moment I've been waiting for.
No time like the present.
The killing curse won't be easy to master. As with all unforgivables, you have to mean it. Hold your wand steady. Focus. The incantation is Avada Kedavra. Your intention must be clear.
Should be my final spell
I can't
mastered
stay
in the
here.
game, I believe.
I need to find Ominous.
Sebastian.
Got most of them.
Please,
A couple of
I'm
them
not
are
myself
definitely
right
some
now.
dud spells that
Let's
I don't
meet
even really
later
want to
at
use.
the
But
Undercroft. All right?
this spell's gonna be awesome. So let me go ahead and clip it to my wheel here. Got Avada Kedavra there. It's funny they're not gonna have any little test phase where you test the spell on something or a dummy like they usually do because it's just a murder spell. But I gotta try it on somebody, so let's run over here real quick. Looks like it's got some little spiders or something, so hardly worth the curse, but... Boom. So the next element I want to focus on here in this video is we're back at the base now, and there's a couple different things going on. First of all, I've got some breeding going on now, and I've got these new little, I think they're called Thresholds? Thestrals? Yeah, these little creatures right here. So you get to the point if you help Deke in his quest line back in the Room of Requirement, eventually he'll give you the breeding pen, which is what this is, and then if you have two genders of the same creature, you can have them breed. And it takes so long to craft a new species, just as it would your any of your other resources. And I've also acquired a few animals as well. This big guy here is important because he is kind of my new land mount, so I'm going to be showing him off after we leave the base here. I'm going to ride him around. He does a lot of damage. He can plow through stuff. I also want to get, now that I've got my unicorns placed, I could also start breeding another unicorn as well, because I've got two genders as that. Seems like every creature has its own unique little breeding kind of filler. The unicorn's got a nice little field there, and then the Thestral's got all these kind of thorny plants and stuff, so that's pretty cool. There's going to be kind of a lot to do to get every little furniture and building piece, and I learned outside you can't really build the way you wanted to, because at first I got a couple of these floor pieces, and I thought I was going to build a small little fortress over here, but turns out you can't place anything on top of these, so I abandoned this, and this is just a little stand now. Learned I can change the size of various different things. So that's kind of what's going on here. But we're waiting for the breeding there to finish up so I can hopefully finish this quest line for Deke, and we're going to go after a phoenix next as well. So that'll be a big focus of this video, is kind of just our mythical creatures and finishing off on the last couple mounts, this guy and the phoenix. But before we do that, I did get another room here added to the Room of Requirement as well. Just kind of update you guys on everything. Still adding a few, constantly adding new furniture, so there's still a few new things I'm going to add here as we speak. If we go back to the first little tame room here, I've kind of just made this my basic space, and it's got all the little small critters running around. Got like a toy for them you can throw. Toys attract certain animals, so depending on what you throw out, it'll attract certain critters. So like these little guys like that one. But I might stash like a single item here at some point. But yeah, here's this little area. It does kind of pay off to explore every area a little bit, because there's a couple chests and stuff around, so you can always find a couple little goodies. But this one I just got doing the quest line for Deke here, so a whole new space to have tames in. You can only have 4 different species per area, so now that I've got about 8 or 9 species, I will actually have to start putting a couple guys in there. You can only, seems like you can build 3 of these per base, but I have also started throwing down these refiners here, which passively gather moonstone, which is a resource that I need for all of this placement, so definitely need all the moonstone I can get. So I've got 2 there, and then I placed a 3rd one kind of down here in this space. This space is going to be sort of coming along. I think I'm going to leave that pretty bare, but I was going to make this little back area here kind of like a trophy room or something as I get more weird little items like this. That's about all the new furniture I got, though. So we had to kind of run through just a typical sort of dungeon type cave that they have in this game, fight some enemies, and we saw a phoenix sort of flying around, and now I've currently at least caught up to him unless he flies away again, but we're going to make Deke very happy because this guy is the only creature in the game that is a one of a kind spawn. Like, this is the only one. You can't even mate him or get another one because this is the only one you get. So I have to rescue him. Doesn't look like he will resist, but let's go ahead and try it. Yeah, I didn't even have to do the normal button
Let's
mashing.
get you back to the room.
Wow,
Deke's going to be
one of the coolest
pleased.
things in the game, and he just sort of came willingly. Alright, so I'm done with that, so now I'm trying to return to the room of requirement. It's got a creepy, eerie little sound in this area. But, so now that I've got the Phoenix, I can both add him to my little farm back home, or I can ride him around as a mount.
I should investigate.
Did you find the phoenix?
Yes, Deke. And I rescued it from the poachers. I have it here. It's safe.
Remarkable. Well, what are you waiting for? Deke cannot wait to... My heavens.
So we're getting yet another room in the room of requirement here, which I was just going to put him in the little swamp area just because I didn't have a lot of creatures for that one, but looks like he's going to get his own room.
You keep it close.
He left you a feather. Wow. It's all around really little lucrative sideline or side quests here.
Professor Weasley and Deke
The
were
whole
right
quest
to tell
line,
you
there's
about
several
the
of
room
them with Deke
requirement.
here. I
Look at all
recommend
you've
doing
done,
the
and how many
Deke quest
beasts you've
line
rescued.
as soon as
The
you
Phoenix
can,
is safe now because of you.
because he really
I
hooks you
couldn't
up
have
with
done
some
it without your
stuff.
help, Deke. Thank you.
Deke is grateful for the kind words.
So now my base is just getting all these, like, other wings and other little realm portals and stuff. Let's see this one. So this one's actually kind of cool. It's got a little ruins over there. And there's the Phoenix. Got his own little setup here. What's up, man? I'll have to build a few things out here for him. Kind of want to see what's up here in these ruins real quick. And I'll have to thoroughly explore this little environment a little bit more. There's like spider webs, so does that mean there's spiders in here somewhere? And that door doesn't go anywhere. There's a chest there and a window that I don't seem to be able to jump out. And I can't activate the broom in here. I don't know why I thought I would be able to. This is like a little pocket dimension, but yeah, that's that. There's a little random bridge over there, probably with a chest I'm gonna go grab. But just another pretty straightforward field. I actually really like this one, so I might be another one I build some stuff in. It needs a beast feeder, that much is for sure. And I'm curious about this wall. I have wall and area in now. I'll have to think of something to do with the wall. Maybe probably have one last little tour of the base at the end of my last video when I've kind of played about as much as the game as I think I'm going to, but I still got a decent amount of things to do, all things considered. I am pretty far in the game, and we've got a lot of cool stuff now. So we have, you do kind of have centaurs walking around near the Forbidden Forest. I might be able to fight them, so I think in probably one of my last videos, I'll be trying to stir the pot a little bit in the world and see what I can do. But the main thing that I'm here to show you guys, another cool item that I have, of course, is my big boy
There
here.
you are.
Obviously, as far as transportation, probably would mainly stick to trying to get around in the air, either by broomstick or by hippogriff. I think you might be able to get the Phoenix and one of my flying undead horsey guys to carry you around, but I might have to grow them up a little bit more, and we'll have to figure that out in the next video. But this guy does actually cover a pretty good little amount of ground here, and it even looks like these little guys will help me out here, which is kind of an awesome little twist. But I just wanted to show you guys mainly my new little ground mount and how you can get around like that now. And of course, we got our fun little curse here. Scare all them. Curse that guy. So yeah, the centaurs are kind of homies. But anyway, that's where I'm going to call it for this video. I know it was a little bit jumbled. I threw a lot at you guys, and honestly, it took me a long time to make this video over the course of the game. So the next video, we are going to continue the story. I'm pretty late in the story now, and we're going to take all these things that we've amassed here, the beasts, the room of requirement, all these spells here, all the things that I've taken the extra time to master throughout the video, and start wrapping up the story, and maybe go take down some of the villains here. But make sure you guys are there for that one. The next one's going to be very intense. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you then.